it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, I can't believe you love me.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. Yes, good morning. It's not nighttime. I'm not starting this video at night. It is so dark outside still in the mornings. I'm in countdown mode until the time changes and we get a little bit of light back in our mornings. It has been so hard getting ourselves and the kids up to get ready for school and off to work and all that kind of stuff. So I just want the sunshine back. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. I cannot believe this is gonna be my last vlog of October. I feel like October has flown by. Both that the month has flown by, but I also like can't wait to get past Halloween. I like Halloween, don't get me wrong guys. I love all holidays and special events and things like that. You guys know I love a theme if you saw my last video, but I'm just like feeling Christmas this year and ready to start decorating and doing all the holiday things. I see you. Say good morning.
Good morning. Water.
Yeah, you're being a stinker trying to play in the dog water, aren't you?
Yeah.
No, ma'am, that's yucky. Stinker. Nora's up and running around with me. Josh just left for work. Lila's off to school. So we are just having the beginning of our morning. I have my coffee. I've been doing my coffee a little bit differently lately. I mix it up all the time. I sometimes do iced coffee, sometimes cold brew, sometimes a regular old coffee pot. And now Nora is pushing chairs across the floor. Sorry, it's always crazy here. But I found that they had the Nespresso Virtuo Pods in like flavored coffee versions in Target. And it has been a while since Josh and I bought new pods for our Nespresso Virtuo. We love our Nespresso, but we just sometimes go through phases where like we'll use it a lot, usually over the winter when we want our hot coffee. And then sometimes we don't use it as much in the spring and summer. So today I'm just having a caramel Nespresso coffee pod with a little bit of brown sugar and some half and half. I've also just been sticking with regular old sugar and milk instead of a bunch of different flavored creamers. I don't know, it's just the phase I'm in right now. But I feel like it's been a while since I filmed just a what I eat in a day. I am still following a calorie deficit. Josh and I meal prep a lot. However, this is the last week of the month. And a lot of times last week of the month, I don't do our typical meal prep because I want to get through whatever we have left over in our fridge, freezer, and pantry. Just kind of clear some stuff out so that I can do a refresh grocery shopping haul at the beginning of the month. Oh man, Nora is off and running this morning. She's already asked me to do Play-Doh, to do painting, to go outside and play. She's been up since like 5:30. She's been all over the place. So anyway, I'm gonna go drink my caffeine, my coffee, and play with the toddler a little bit, and then we'll do some breakfast in a little while here. Time for some breakfast, and today I'm gonna make up a single serve protein pumpkin pancake, starting with half a cup of the Kodiak Power Cakes mix, the flapjack waffle mix. And then I'm doing half of this protein shake. Shake it well before you pour some out. I just kind of feel with my finger where the level is. A quarter cup of puree pumpkin, just the plain pumpkin, not pumpkin pie filling. Half a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and just like a little pinch of salt. You could do a little bit of vanilla extract in here if you want. You could do maple syrup in here if you want, but I'm gonna keep the sweeteners out, and then I'll just use maple syrup as like a topping. So once you have all this together, give it a really good mix until you have your pumpkin pancake batter all ready to go. If it seems too thick at first, just add a little extra of your protein shake or a little bit of water until you get your preferred consistency. I like it kind of like this. It's like a cake batter consistency. Give me a nice thick pancake. Popping this guy in the microwave, easy peasy. All right, mine needed right about like 3 minutes, but it just depends on your microwave. You just want it to bake until it is fully set. And then I'm eating mine straight out of the container because why waste more dishes? These would be so easy to meal prep. You could just make sure they were like par cooked, pop them in your fridge, and then finish off zapping them in the microwave right before you're gonna eat them. So there's a tablespoon of maple syrup, and I'm gonna enjoy my little pumpkin pancake breakfast. Sorry, I just realized you guys can probably hear my dishwasher running in the background, but anyway, look at how nice and thick and fluffy that pumpkin pancake is. And even though I didn't mix anything sweet into the mix between the pancake mix and the protein shake, which was vanilla flavored, it still has the perfect amount of sweetness, especially if you're adding something on top like maple syrup. If I had had Greek yogurt home, I'm totally out of my plain non-fat Greek yogurt, I would have mixed some maple syrup into Greek yogurt and spread that on top like an icing. Then you get another boost of protein in there. This on its own is like 30 grams of protein, which is great for a sweeter breakfast. Sometimes it's hard to find a breakfast that's on the sweeter side that has enough protein that's not just like eggs and that kind of thing all day every day. So it's nice to mix it up once in a while. I'm liking my protein pancake. This is good. I would definitely make this again, and I would definitely use this for meal prep, just with multiple glass containers. That'd be so easy. Before it gets too late, I need to take a look and see what I'm gonna be having for lunch. I need to look ahead today because I'm so used to having meal prep ready to go for myself that I'm just not used to needing to, you know, make sure I have stuff home. Again, it's the end of the month and I'm trying to just use up stuff I have at home, and we don't have a lot. But I do know I always have lean proteins ready to go in my freezer. So I took some chicken breast out of the freezer this morning to start thawing, and now I'm popping it here in my crock pot. And then I have this Pura Vida frozen veg mix. I love this one. It's the Primavera Mistura. It's got like bell peppers and squash, onions, broccoli. But I'm gonna go in with about 3 cups of this. This is gonna be more than 1 serving, but I figure, hey, why not? If I'm making lunch fresh today and I have an idea, I'll have a backup for tomorrow. I love to follow the one for now, one for later principle when it comes to cooking when I don't already have meal prep done. And we're bulking up on the veggies because normally this is something I would do with like a pasta or a rice, but I don't have a whole lot of grains home. So we're just going chicken and veg. And then I just whipped up a really quick sauce. This is kind of like a sweet and spicy soy sauce. The base is a cup of soy. I put in a few squirts of sriracha. That's, you know, spice it up to your preference. About 2 tablespoons of honey, and then just a little bit of garlic powder and crushed red pepper flake. Give it a really good mix so it's all in there. Pour it right over my chicken and veg. And I'm just gonna cover this, and because lunch is just in a couple hours and that's what I want to use it for today, I'm gonna cook it on high. So once that's all cooked through, I'm just gonna shred up the chicken and we have some sweet and spicy chicken and veggie bowls. Well, while I'm over here, I just finished putting our crock pot lunch together. I refilled my water because I've been bad today and I haven't filled it up yet. So, fresh tumbler of water. And this is why you never know if I'm gonna get up 1 video or 3 videos in a week.
What?
You just want to be held. You're a big girl. You're not a baby.
I'm a baby with you.
Oh, you're my baby today. Okay.
Oh,
She just sits with me. This is my laptop. Boop, boop, boop. We're starting to edit this video. Anyway.
I work with you?
Can I do some work?
I do with you.
Oh, you're going to work with me? I don't know how that's going to go. Hey guys, okay, so I just took Nora over to story time at the library and we played there for a while. On our way home, we decided to run into Buc-ee's. There's a Buc-ee's, which is, if you don't know, a massive gas station chain in Texas and spreading across the South, but they have lots of cool food and drink items and merch. I think I took a couple clips of some of their new Christmas merch that just launched. So fun and funny, especially if you're like a Buc-ee's fan. I don't know, it's a thing down here. So, I don't know, we're becoming more and more familiar as they spread to Georgia, where we were before we moved to Texas. They started spreading down there and we went to a few of them a few times, and now they're everywhere that we live in Texas. But I grabbed a large cup and some Dr. Pepper Zero. I left a good amount of space at the top because I brought with the other half of the protein shake that I put into the pumpkin pancake this morning, so I can finish off the protein shake. I'm gonna put it in my Dr. Pepper Zero as a new way to use liquid protein shakes if you don't like just drinking them straight. Supposedly if you put it in like a root beer zero sugar flavor. It tastes like a root beer float or a Coke float, or I guess I'm gonna try a Dr. Pepper float today. So I shook it up. I'm just going to, I love Buc-ee's ice. Buc-ee's has ice like Sonic. So I'm just gonna pour that half of the protein shake in. There's like a little bit left. All right. It tastes like a Coke float. Like if there was a scoop of vanilla ice cream in there getting melty. Okay. That's a fun new way to sneak in a protein shake in the afternoon when you don't want to do coffee. I'm not a fan of drinking protein shakes just straight, especially depending on the brand. These Elevation ones I got at Aldi, and I feel like they kind of have a little bit of a chalky consistency, so I always mix them or use them when I'm making protein ice cream, or if I can sneak it into a baking item, or like with breakfast this morning into the pancake. But sometimes you just need a boost of protein and you're not cooking like something else that you can put it into. And I'm definitely a Dr. Pepper girl, so it's good. I put the lid on, don't worry, before we start driving away. And then Nora, did you get a little treat too?
Yeah.
What'd you get?
I got popcorn.
You got popcorn, the famous beaver nuggets. My girls love these. They're just like puffy popcorn. These are the white cheddar flavor. And actually, these make a great snack when you're on a calorie deficit. It's 180 calories for a cup, and there's like 4 servings in here. So that's a lot of popcorn. And then juice. Nora grabbed an apple juice. So anyway, we're heading home. Josh has actually been working from home this afternoon, so he's been babysitting the crock pot for us. So lunch should be ready when we get there. Nora's having a little bit more of her popcorn. She just had some pepperoni cheese and apple slices too. Is that good lunch? Good. These are so good. These are far superior to the Trader Joe's puffy popcorn or the Aldi popcorn or even Pirates Booty, like the name brand. These are so soft and so cheesy. So good. All right, Nora and I got Bucky Nuggies. You know you love them.
I want some.
I know you do.
Yeah.
Bucky's used to only be a thing when we were on road trips from Georgia to Florida, and now we
So
live near
good.
one, and it's dangerous. Although these are like, I was looking, 4.5 servings. Each serving's only 180 calories. It's pretty good for a calorie deficit. We couldn't snack too much because our real lunch was ready. This had cooked in the crock pot for about 4 hours this morning. The chicken was ready to shred up. This is gonna make 4 servings, so Josh and I will have lunch for today and tomorrow. While Nora was napping this afternoon, I decided I was going to get something baked for the family to enjoy. Since I was focusing on trying to get things used up in our fridge that we had left over, I had pumpkin puree left from this morning's pancake and 3 very sad looking bananas. So I'm making a twist on banana bread. We're doing a pumpkin banana bread that we can enjoy for breakfast in the mornings or even as a sweet treat at night. I mashed up the 3 bananas and set that aside to get my wet ingredients mixed up, which was unsweetened applesauce. I did use regular sugar because I had almost no maple syrup left. But a lot of times when I see recipes that I want to make, like I found a recipe for this one and I get inspired by it and then I make my own swaps. So I'm using applesauce instead of melted butter or oil. And I used white sugar because that's what I had on hand versus maple syrup or brown sugar like the original recipe called for. So I will link the original recipe and then I'll make note of what changes I made in the description box. I don't know what's wrong with me, guys. I just can't leave a recipe alone. I always have to change something. Anyway, the wet ingredients were unsweetened applesauce, sugar, eggs, pumpkin puree, mashed bananas, vanilla extract. And then after I got all of that mixed well, I put the dry ingredients right into the same bowl. I used all-purpose flour, some pumpkin pie spice, baking soda, and a pinch of salt. Mixed it well, but didn't over mix it. You wanna make sure you don't get any flour lumps left behind. And then I just put it in a greased loaf pan and baked it in the oven at 350 degrees for 55 minutes. Pumpkin banana bread is out of the oven. She's smelling great. I did end up needing to let her bake for over the time that I originally set. I ended up baking it just over an hour, so about 65 minutes instead of 55. Hey guys, okay, it is a lot later. It's dinner time. We got the girls in bed. Everyone's having the same thing for dinner tonight, but the girls ate earlier and Josh and I weren't hungry after eating our chicken and veggie bowls, so we're just getting around to eating ours now. We just kind of tucked our burgers in the fridge and then cooked them fresh tonight after we got the girls down. So it's just simple burgers. I have a 1/4 pound patty with a piece of cheddar cheese. My other bun has lettuce on it, some tater tots on the side. But I thought I would make a fun like burger sauce to go on top. This is like super simple, but I'm mixing some of the Duke's light mayo, which is my favorite mayo, with the Whataburger spicy ketchup sauce. If you guys are Texas people or you know of Whataburger from traveling around here, I love their spicy ketchup. It's like kind of peppery. You might be able to recreate something similar with whatever brand ketchup you have, plus some like hot sauce. Josh, what kind of a hot sauce would you recommend to mix with the ketchup to get like a spicy ketchup? Josh is a hot sauce guy, he might know.
Oh, probably a Tabasco.
Like Tabasco?
Yeah.
He says maybe throw a hint of Tabasco in with regular ketchup to make your at-home version of a spicy ketchup. But I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little of each of these on top of my bun. Ooh, and I can't forget the pickles. Gotta put pickles on too. All right, so I mixed those sauces right there on my bun. Going on with the pickles. And there we go, burger night. Easy, simple. Well, I was gonna come back and try some of our pumpkin banana bread for dessert tonight, but Josh and I just both pretty much fell asleep on the couch while watching a movie, so I think it's time for bed. But I did put the recipes from today into my MyFitnessPal so I can give you guys a breakdown real quick. That pumpkin banana bread, I'll probably have some with my coffee in the morning for a breakfast. It's 233 calories for a piece. Well, after totaling everything up in MyFitnessPal today, I came in at just over 1,800 calories and I had 130 grams of protein. So a little bit under my calorie goal. Usually my calorie goal is right around 2,000 calories and 150 is like my max goal for protein. But I'm usually happy anytime I get between like 120 and 150 grams of protein for the day. I'm a little under my calorie goal, but again, I skipped out on my dessert treat that I had pre-planned for. But I find that typically when I do a calorie deficit, I'm all about tracking for the week. So if I'm a little under today, it leaves me with a little extra fluff on another day. As long as by the end of the week, my calories for the week are like on check, I feel like I usually have a good week. Anyway, it's only like 9:30, but Josh and I are exhausted, so we are gonna head to bed for the night. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed today's What I Eat in a Day on a Calorie Deficit. Subscribe so don't miss out on my future videos, and until next time, bye.